the amount of people that don't understand their body baffles my mind.
Really? And it's increasing?
It's increasing because people are so busy. They're, we're in a very capitalistic environment. People are very work-driven, high-stress environments. They want to go to classes or fitness classes that are just, high intensity all the time. Dark rooms, pushing themselves. There's nothing wrong with that, and I enjoy a lot of that. But that's an outlet of stress that isn't really proper movement, or that I don't even look at doing that every day as exercise, because it's not really rehabbing your body. It's not feeding your body. If you're in a high stress environment, you have a lot of cortisol in your life, you're not sleeping well, the last thing you want to do is put more stress in your body with high intensity. Even when it comes to running, I mean, I'm a runner, but do I want to always be on performance based when I'm in pain or in a high stress environment? No, I want to know what it feels like to run and to feel good, to not be in pain all the time. Right? So it's really important for the average person to understand their body. A lot of patients that I see will go through a lift, let's say a squat, and they don't even know how to feel their glutes or their hamstring or push into your heels or try to connect their mind to parts of their body. They don't understand what these muscles are. So it's really, really, it shocks me till this day and age,
100% agree with you. And I'm always trying to figure out where in one's lifespan we haven't served that person correctly. Does that make sense? Like, are we teaching kids of a young age differently to how we used to teach them? Are we less, we are less active?
We are less active. In our
adolescence, but where, because I see it the same, like, hopefully some of my members are listening, but someone's doing a back squat and I see their left foot not in the right position, and I'll give the cue, just move your left foot out, and suddenly their right foot's moving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, did I say something wrong?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where on the chain we're fucking this up.
I think we don't prioritize our bodies as much as we should. Most people aren't taught basic anatomy. You tell them squeeze your quad and they're like, what? They don't squeeze the front of your leg. Do you feel your glute? Can you tense your core? And I can tell you these things now, and you're like, yeah, I feel these muscles. Yeah, and like bring your shoulder blades together. Zero control, because they're taught to go through life just doing things like robots without actually connecting to their body or feeling their body or understanding. When you're getting sick, you're getting sick. You feel, you get that tingle in your throat, and you're like, oh, I feel like I'm getting the flu. I know that this is happening. A lot of people have these symptoms come on and they have no idea where it's coming from. And for us, that's almost like detective, trying to understand where this came from, like trying to understand someone's lifestyle, how they move, what they do, can you activate, can you squeeze, can you engage? And it's amazing to see how many people don't have that. So definitely a disconnect between, people moving when they're young, a disconnect between people understanding their body. Most people don't even know how their body works. They don't know that you have antagonistic muscles. They don't know where your breathing muscles are. They don't know, why do I have chronic neck pain? Well, do you not notice you're sitting in front of a computer all day, hunched over?
They don't notice though, do they?
They don't notice, and I tell them, it's so simple. If you're like this all day, get up and stretch like this. Just do the opposite. And you're going to feel so much better. It's as simple as that. Just do the opposite of what makes you. This hurts, do the opposite. Simple as that,
Where does it get to? If we're on the slippery slope, like you and I are nicely dressing up here, where do we get to in like 10 to 15 years?
I mean, especially with AI taking over the world, we've become so dependent on our phones, on the ease of living, where we just, everything is at a click of a fingertip. You want to pay your bills, it takes you 5 seconds to do it online. You want to order food, we live in and there's nothing wrong with convenience. I love convenience. But there's the simple things where, there's a grocery store across the road from me and I can just walk over to the grocery store rather than Insta-shop it over, which is still going to take longer. So it's about reprogramming our habits and learning that I need to move this amount of time throughout the day, regardless of the convenience of life around me. There are certain things I need to make the effort to do because it also helps me disconnect. It helps me disconnect from the fast-paced environment that I'm in, the I'm too busy environment. I will never use the word busy anymore. I've got so much on my plate, but I hate telling people I'm busy. If something is not my priority, it's not my priority. I don't make the time for it because it's not my priority, not because I'm too busy. And if I don't want to understand my body, it's because that's not my priority. Definitely not because I'm not too busy, especially because we live in an environment of convenience. You always have time to take care of yourself.